Took a little break. Had to take some time off. Take get a little resty. I'm actually gonna switch you because you're sitting lower. There we go. But we're back,
Oh, I
and
can fix that. Yeah, how about that?
oh, there you go. You're good. You're good though now. We we watched the movie,
Yeah, we watched a
and
movie, all right.
movie,
Yeah.
and well, what do I have to say about that movie? We all have some stuff to say about that movie, about this movie. I'm about to present to you guys, and it is called
Blood Rush.
yes, Blood Rush. Now, Jeff wanted me to put this on the wheel, so I did. And the last episode I did, I forgot to spin the wheel. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just pick a movie. And I was like, let me pick this one because Jeff's been talking about it a lot. And I know why he's been talking about it a lot. It's a fucking terrible movie. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. But it's bad, but it's funny. Like I found it fucking hilarious. I was laughing a lot in this movie. It was bad, but it was like funny bad. And now I know you have a question for me, Jeff. What is this question?
I got a question for both of you guys, real quick.
All right.
I got a different question for each of you, so y'all can't think of answers while I'm asking the other person a question. And Matt, I'll start with you. You ready?
Yep.
You got 3 seconds,
All right.
right, to tell me your favorite thing about the movie. Go.
When the guy got hit in the head with a shovel and the eyeball flew out.
Ah,
Okay, good. All right, and then Aaron,
just
your
because
question.
I'm gonna agree with that, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
that was
That
dope.
and there was one other scene that I thought was like it was funny, but and your question is 3 seconds.
Actually, you know what? No, I have a different one.
You have a different one.
I have a different favorite scene now that I think about it because it was just fucking so ridiculous.
Okay, yeah. All right, we'll get there. Your question is.
Oh shit.
I can't with this movie, dude. I swear to God. What is? Nah, I don't want to ask that. Never mind. Let me think of another one real quick. I'm not going to ask that because that's.
Too mean.
No. What is your? Would you pay to see this movie again?
Pay? No.
Would you be upset if you had to pay for this movie? Honestly,
How much? How much did I have
regular
to pay?
movie prices, whatever movie prices are at whatever time people see this. It could be $1, it could be $59.99 in 2050. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, my next question is: so if I'm getting it, say if I'm getting depends how much I pay for. If it's like $5 or less, I'll say if I get it from a con, it's indie table, and I get it from a con for like $10
Nah,
or
it's
less.
not. Nah, it's a movie. You're gonna take your girl out. Blood Rush. The cover looks awesome because it does. The cover, I like the
Oh,
movie
you're
art.
talking about the theater. Oh, I'd be mad as
Yeah,
shit.
Oh, I would never see this in the theater.
That's what I'm saying.
I
If
would,
you had to
but
take your family of 19 to the theater to see this and buy $30 popcorn and all that, would you be upset?
Yes.
I'd be upset taking them
Yeah,
to see a movie
yeah.
I liked. Like them motherfuckers can stay
Well, you
home.
know what I mean.
But I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But nah, no. If it's a film fest thing and you're watching it all, if it's one of the movies that just happens to come on, fine. But if it's me going to the movies, taking the wife to the movies, or just going out with some friends to the movies, nah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Now,
I would want to I'd watch 10 minutes of this and want my money back.
I thought you were gonna ask me if I thought this was worse than Blood Lake. I was gonna say absolutely not. Not even close. This movie was fucking funny. Something I can't
You
say
don't
about
think
that.
it was worse than Blood Lake?
Not even close. Oh no.
What?
It was bad, but
Wow.
not
Okay.
even. Oh man.
I've seen worse. Just the movie I saw the other day was horrible. I would watch this over the other movie I just watched.
Are you serious? What
Yeah,
was
Let's
that?
just see the movie that I saw. My
Yeah,
God.
like this, don't get me wrong, this was bad, but the thing with Blood Lake is I found no humor in it. There was like no, I was just mad the whole time watching. The only thing I liked about it was the Firebird, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like literally, that was it. And I was even mad when they showed the car because they had the assholes fucking pulling a fucking boat with it. That's disrespectful. And one of the dickheads was sitting on the center console. I'm about to fucking clothesline that bastard so bad.
I know they were treating that car. They were treating that car all the wrong ways.
You don't do that.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
don't.
don't like it when I don't even think it's attractive. As crazy as it may sound, when women are sitting like on the hood of muscle cars, that shit pisses me off. I'm like, yo, get
I
your
know you're
butt
gonna
cheeks,
scratch the paint, get your ass off the car.
get your or put a dent in the hood. Like, get your ass.
That's how you know you're a car dude, yo, because you're more concerned
Yeah.
about that than the chicks.
Like, that'd be a hell of a lot sexy if you're doing that shit out of bed or by a pool. But get the fuck off the car.
Exactly.
Go do that shit in a lawn chair.
Don't surprise me with pics of you laying all over my hot rod. Don't do that.
Yeah, go do that in your damn Hyundai over there. Don't do that shit on my push you off this damn car. Don't even actually
gonna be sexy with a Hyundai, like a Veloster, yo. Come on, man.
Don't even do it on a car. Just like I said,
Oh my God.
lay next to the car, lay on the ground if you want to do all that. Put a towel down, you lay there. That's still disrespectful. No, you're being disrespectful by laying on the car like that. That's not yours anyway. It's not yours either. I don't care whose it is. It ain't yours. Get off of there. Bad as shit. Like, this guy keeps fucking up our video shoots.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
man, pissing me off. But no, Blood Rush, guys. How did you find this movie, Jeff? I have to ask you that.
Well, the one of the actresses in it I went to school with, and I happened to see a promo because I follow her on Facebook, and she had a promo for another movie, and there was a little clip in it. It was actually pretty damn funny. I was like, that's cool. So I was like, so let me see what, because it's been 20 years since I and you probably seen her because she also used to do advertisements for Price Chopper back in the day. You probably seen her on the side of like the billboards and on the side of the tractor trailers and whatnot. She was on all that. So I just went in her, I searched her name, what movies she did and whatever, and she's been in some movies and they won awards and stuff, you know what I mean? But this, yeah. I said, let me watch this because it's horror, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I love horror, so let me check it out. In 5 minutes, I was like, I wasn't upset, but I was like, oh, all right.
But I
know this isn't like Steven Spielberg and you know what I mean? I know it's not supposed to be that. I get that. I went into this understanding that and not expecting a blockbuster or whatever. And granted, this was done so long ago. This movie was old. You know what I mean? So, but we'll get it. As we go on, we'll talk about some of the stuff I found. Like, I could do better with an iPhone, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know who the editor was. I don't know who did any of that. If the shit was filmed with a cell phone, I don't know. But there's just stuff in there that I'm just like, damn, they could have cleaned that up a lot.
The sound could have been better.
The sound in the church, that was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was my TV. I'm like, the hell, I got a brand new TV. How's my shit sounding like it's in an auditorium? And
like the whole the sound for the whole film, but especially like that, because I'm just like, yo, I got my sound bar on. It don't sound good at all right now. And I know it my damn sound bar. I've only had this shit for maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, everything else sounds gorgeous out of it.
Yeah, it was. It was. And then I watched it. How long ago was that? I don't know, like a month ago when I told you about it or something like that. And I had to watch that shit again tonight for this. So I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah. So
see, now for me, if you feel like this is worse than Blood Lake for you, like if this is your Blood Lake, like Blood Lake's my Blood Lake, and I watched that twice as well. And for podcasts. Here's the funny thing about that movie. I've told this story before, but I don't think I told you this shit. So with that movie, right? First time I watched it, it was me and my boy James, because we were doing it for Horror Research 30, the early show. And there's 2 movies called Blood Lake. It was Blood Lake and it was Blood Lake Attack of the Lampreys. I just so happened to watch that one because whatever. I think I was like, yo, what movie should we review? Like, just pick one off of Tubi. I think James said Blood Lake, and I just picked that one. I just grabbed that case or, hit that play on that one. It was the wrong movie. So I told him, because we were like briefly, not describing the movie too much, just like, saying like small things in the film and nothing added up. So I'm like, fuck, what? So like, yo, send me the movie case of the movie you watched. Both watched 2 different movies. So I was all right. I was like, fuck it, let's just watch. I'll watch that when you watch this one. Yo, I watched that Blood Lake. I was so fucking mad. Oh my god, that movie was so horrible.
Yeah, that movie was bad, man. It was.
And then so we did that. We did the review for that. We had our rants for that, this, that, and the third for those movies, but mainly for that Blood Lake. From that episode, I know me and Henry gave it. I never made it official though. We were just talking shit. We gave a movie a -13, but I never made it official.
A -13.
I made the official rating. I made the official rating from I do from a -10 to a +10 on the show with Blood Lake. Like that's the worst. It was even worse than whatever movie me and
So
Henry were ever talking about.
that's your bottom of the barrel is Blood Lake.
So far, yeah. So far,
Okay.
yeah. I still want to own the rights to it. So if you guys are watching this, you know, we need to talk. But I'm not paying a lot of money for
Dude,
it.
the DVD is like out of print and going for high amounts.
But who's buying it?
Probably nobody.
Exactly.
I have it in my collection.
You're a sick man.
Yeah.
You're a sick individual, man. But yeah, like I was saying, so I do feel your pain to an extent. If that's like, if this movie is one of those ones, if this, I'll tell you what, you'll know you'll have your blood lake when you're watching a movie and it's just pissing you off. And the only reason why you're watching it, and I'll tell you even more, the reason why, like two reasons why you're probably finishing it. One, it's either one because one because of the pod, like say if we're doing it on Sturdo Vision, or two because you're a completionist, and it's just like, I fucking started, I gotta fucking see it. I have to.
If I start a movie, I'll watch it no matter how bad it
Yeah.
is. But afterwards, if it's bad, I'm gonna tear that shit apart. I can't.
Yeah, I feel that's the part I love about watching. Like, don't get me wrong, I love bad movies. Like, I love bad movies where they're just so bad they're fun. And
Yeah, I watch anything,
all that
but
good shit.
if I don't like it, people are gonna know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
But no, that's what I was gonna say, because it's
Yeah.
almost like you get your session to vent and like express, like, oh man, like
you get to have other people feel what you felt while you had to watch that
Yeah.
shit. That's what it
But
is.
and on the flip side, what I enjoy about that is when it's a good movie and all that shit, you have those conversations, and it's like, yo, man, this was just so fucking good. This wasn't that. This
Well,
wasn't
I
that.
agree with you that some of this was funny. Like I saw some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like for instance, one of my favorite things that I thought was hilarious was actually the first time I seen it was in the beginning of the movie when they get in that dude's car,
Mhm.
and that the first zombie starts running towards the car. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Yeah.
what zombie runs that fucking slow? He was like this. I was like, run faster, bro, run faster. There's no fear. There's no holy shit, he's running fast as hell. There's no damn, he's fast. Speed up the video, bro. You got an editor. Speed that shit up a little bit. Just a little bit. He was just he was jogging to get the newspaper at the end of his driveway, dude. I'm like, that's bad. You gotta fix that. I'd be like, editor, you gotta make him run faster. And then there was another one, the zombie in the woods, when they were, I think it was the one after they found that girl that got up after they were sleeping by the tree. That one. Another one. I'm like, there's no, I don't know. Unless it's like Walking Dead zombies, because they're just not fast. You know what I mean?
Nah, but the way they were running and moving though was hilarious.
It was funny, man. Yeah, yeah. So I agree. Yeah,
like they weren't even trying, but no,
he was just out there having a normal jog. And how many zombies you seen have perfect white teeth?
Word.
To me, this is more like an infection film, not really a zombie movie. Because like 28 Days Later, this is kind of like a low budget version of 28 Days Later.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But all through the movie, they're saying zombies, so that's what
I know. It's like
when I first started watching it, that's what I thought until the doctor or whatever that crazy doctor was, was trying to say that it was a contagion or whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay, so 28 Days Later, the movie Contagion, stuff like that is more. You could look at it either way. You know what I mean? People are acting like zombies, but then there were hints of a Contagion type movie or, something along those lines. But I wanted to see like World War Z speed out of these zombies, and I didn't see it.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean? Yeah,
when
you got to have at least a couple fast zombies that are like, that are so fast, you're like, holy shit, shut the fucking door. Ah! And I was just watching this shit like, look at this dude. What the fuck?
When I first played the movie and when I saw brain damage come up, I'm like, oh no. If you're not familiar with the company Brain Damage Films, they put out low budget, pretty bad movies. Once in a while, they put out a little gem here and there, but the majority of their movies are real bad and just real low budget and everything. So I knew what I was getting into as soon as I saw Brain Damage. I'm like, oh, here we go. I know this is going to be bad. So I kind of got prepped for it just by seeing that.
See, and I think, look, if you're going to be an actor, an actress, or whatever, everybody's got to start somewhere. I'm not banging on the actors and the idea and any of that, but I just it was like doing your homework really quick and turning in a shitty assignment. You know what I mean? It was.
But the
I
thing
just, I
is,
don't know,
though,
man.
like,
I was not feeling this one at all. The only thing I liked about it was the shit I could laugh at. You know what I mean?
This is
And
one of
that-
those movies where you watch drunk or high and just with a bunch
Oh,
of
I
friends
would
just
high.
to make fun of.
There was
Yeah,
there was actually a couple parts where I thought the acting was like okay. It wasn't bad. There was a few parts I was like, okay, that's not so bad. Because I'm looking at it differently. Like, okay, I got to tell the world what I think about this shit. So I want to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there were parts where, and like to me, the part in the very beginning where you hear the flies, and she, you know what I'm talking about, and she opens the door. There ain't no flies. There's no flies. And what flies are going to be around a person moving and doing everything that chick is doing? None. Just make it a little more realistic. Don't have fly noises. Make some, serial killer music or some shit like that. You know?
Something,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, that's another thing I want to talk about in this movie. So the music didn't fit, in my opinion, at all.
The opening music, if you remember what the tune was for that opening, the opening music, picture a clown running around a merry-go-round and listen to that song. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's fucking funny.
Doing this shit. Tell me I'm wrong. It didn't fit the movie at all. Yo. It didn't fit the movie, bro. It didn't fit the movie. You know what
didn't, because it like, if you're trying to make it like a horror type, you're kind of taking the horror feel out of it.
Yeah.
And
it's got to have the music, the plot, the
to give it that feel,
anticipation, the jump scare, the something. I mean, I don't know if they call that first kill with the shovel a jump scare, but that shit. And then the girl that when she fell down, like, you know how in some movies somebody will walk by and they don't notice a puddle of blood on the floor, they slip and fall, and then they get up. Well, this girl, when she slips and falls in the blood, first she didn't slip and fall, she slipped and laid down because she said,
"Yep."
Oh my god! And then she tried to get up, and she's like slipping in it. I'm like, come on, man, that looks so staged. There's no realism at all. No realism at all. I mean, maybe it's the camera angle. I'm not a director. I'm not an actor. So, you know what I mean? But I just, wow. I don't know, man. There's a lot to dislike, but there's a lot that's really funny about this movie.
Oh, yeah. So my favorite scene was with the baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
The baby's basically a zombie, comes out of the mother, and, like, it's chewing on her knee, but it's a fucking, you could clearly tell it's a doll. Clearly tell.
Yeah.
The other chick comes over with the shovel, boop, pops his head. I was dying. I was like,
what about the guy on the lawn when he had his feet ripped off? He's got one of his feet in his hand.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, semi-spoiler alert, whatever. He's like, help me. Now, if I'm in a situation where I'll never know because there's no such thing as zombies. However, if I'm in a situation where there's people acting like that, and then I see this guy come crawling across the lawn with his foot in his hand talking about, please help me, please help me. He's not infected. He's speaking perfect English. He doesn't smell like ass feet and corn chips. He's asking you for help. And he reaches out to you to go like this to help, and you chop his head off with a shovel.
No, because he was like biting.
He was about to bite because he was grabbing. And as soon as she started to go down to help him out, he went for her to bite her.
I saw the reach, but I didn't see anything else. Like, I thought he was like reaching up to say, grab me, so pull me. So
no, he was going to bite. He was going to bite.
Okay.
No, he was zombified. He just might not have been 100% there.
He was starting to turn.
So it's like, just get rid of it now. Yeah. I was like, oh, but no, this it was so bad though. At the same time, it was just so fucking bad. But it was terrible, actually. It was terrible, but it was just like,
in your top 3 worst movies. Where does this rank? Is it in your top 3? Do you know 3 movies worse than this?
Yep.
Besides Bloodlet, you do?
Yep.
I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah, I've seen worse movies, way worse than this. Way I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
To make this one okay for someone watching to sit through this. You know what I mean?
I'll put it to you guys like this. So over here on Sturd Vision, we're gonna be watching a lot of movies that are like this. There's gonna be a lot that are gonna be way better than this, but we're gonna be watching a lot of these type of movies.
I'll watch.
We're gonna be watching independent movies and doing reviews on that. I know I said there's not gonna be any Hollywood shit, but maybe here and there, depending on the film and depending on the reason, depending on the theme. But for the most part, no. So there's gonna be some fun stuff mixed in here. We're gonna be doing some kung fu movies and shit here too. Like it's gonna be a mixed bag over here in Sturd Vision. A bunch, mostly weird shit, but of course shitty horror indie horror, all that B movies. But yeah, it's gonna be a mixed bag. I just want to let you guys know this. So don't be over here thinking we're gonna be doing some classics and all this other shit like Friday the 13th, all those good, the fun ones and The Exorcist and all that good shit. Because
You already know they're good. What's the fun in that?
that's the Tuesday Thursday show. That's for Tuesday Thursday 8:00 Eastern time. But this midnight show, this is we want to it's the thing. It's where it's like you stay up and you watch the weird shit. You watch that weird shit at midnight, and that's what we're giving.
The late, yeah.
Yes, sometimes that's the best shit. It's the most entertaining shit. It's the most fun shit.
See, I like watching movies like this so I can, like Matt was saying before, that there's gems out there. There's ones that are made with this level of budget and
let's just say
or whatever you want to say that actually are pretty damn good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Hell
and
yeah.
I watch these. I watch these to find that movie. When I find it, I'm like, all right, cool. This is nice, man, and whatever. But yeah,
I have one here. Which I'm at. Matt, do you have this movie right here by Dave Kerr?
Go away. Yep.
All right. So Jeff, I'm going to send you a copy of this then because I have 3 of these. I'm going to send you one of these.
All right.
So we can review this one, right? You got a Blu-ray. Oh yeah, you got a PS5.
Yeah.
So we can review these because I want to get like these type of movies I love to talk about, I love to review. And I like his work. Like he did another movie that was fun called Bloody Summer Camp, which that one is one movie. Maybe we could check that one out as well.
His Slasher Nurse should be coming out soon, and he's getting pretty good funded on Bloody Summer Camp too.
Yep, I ordered a Blu-ray of that, and then Slasher Nurse. I ordered a Blu-rays of that. That's in what do you say? I had him on about a week ago for an interview. He's editing that one right now, I believe.
Yep.
Slasher Nurse. But anyways, back to Blood Rush, people. This was just the movie felt like it was rushed.
No pun intended.
It felt like it was rushed.
You could definitely tell how indie it was and how low budget. That even like the computer generated eyeball flying out of the guy's face.
Yeah. How about what about I keep going back to the beginning because for me that completely set my. you know where I'm going with this. When the girl she leaves the house, she finds the shovel, right? Mm-hmm. She's running with the shovel. You remember that camera angle when she's running with this
mad stiff, yeah.
Dude, cell phone. You can do better than that shit with an iPhone. Granted, this movie came out in I think 2012 or 2013.
Yeah.
So you gotta figure. And again, I know it's not Hollywood, it's not this, it's not that, but damn. I was
gonna say you have to think of whatever the budget was, and then what they had to pay the crew and everybody, and everything else.
But honestly, not for nothing. When in the beginning, that hammer or not the hammer, the shovel, when she hit the girl with the shovel, would have made that perfect. You know what I mean? Because she had the right, she had that right, and then it cut too early, so you can see the other girl like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, what the fuck? I rewound that part like 15 times. Like, why is she moving so late? She's not.
It was what was
even
funny
a beginner editor had to see it. If I'm sitting here and I can notice that shit, I'm not an editor. I don't make movies. I don't even make videos on Instagram. I don't know shit about doing it. But I saw that and I'm like, come on, man, you can't. If you put out a movie like that, to me, every actor in that movie likes acting. They all of them, I'm sure, would love to make it in Hollywood or make it big time, however you want to word it.
I feel
even editors, producers, the cameramen, everyone involved wants to go further in their field, I assume, unless it's just a hobby for you or something. So you would want to do the best you could, no matter, even if you had a $30 budget compared to a $30 million budget, don't matter. Just make sure the basics and the small shit are good, and then it won't be so bad.
I get what you're saying, but I guess just to play devil's
editing
advocate,
could have fixed a lot that's wrong with this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I guess to play devil's advocate, say if it's everybody's first time or it's this first time editor and they use this person because it's like
there's that view
because of budget. It's like, listen, this is our first time doing this movie, or it could be a group of friends or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. So I do get that, but I do agree with it at the same time. It's like
but it's not. He just said the name of the production company that did this movie. It's not their first time, bro.
No, they put out all the low budget stuff. Kind of like other companies. Like there's one company called Wild Eye Releasing.
Yeah.
They put out low budget stuff. SRS Cinema does.
Yeah. So they don't
So
produce
this is
the
not their
movies.
first rodeo.
No,
you
they
know what I
don't.
mean?
They're not producers.
They're
the ones that actually do
distribute.
distributors.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're distributors. So they're not. They're just known for distributing these type of movies.
Yeah,
That's
so
all.
they don't edit and they don't do none
No.
of that. Is that
No,
what-
no. That's the people. So like, say that'd be like if we literally made a movie and reached out to them, like, here's our movie type of deal. Can you put
Yeah.
this on these platforms or on
They'll
whatever
buy
case
your
may be? I don't know how it
movie.
works.
They'll buy the movie and then they'll put it on DVD. I'd say like, okay, this Brain Damage film. Unfortunately, I don't think they're around anymore. But let's say back in the 2000s, you could take your movie and you have your own movie all finished. You go up to them and say, hey, I want you to buy my movie, put it out on physical media, and go from there. And then they could say, okay, we'll buy your movie, we'll put it on physical media. We get a certain amount of profit, and you get a certain amount of profit, depending on how many units sell. And they go from there. Yeah. These companies don't actually do all the producing.
So all they do is put the movie out there.
Yeah,
and-
they're just distributors. They're just distribution.
Gotcha. Okay, makes more sense now. But even if it was my first time, I'm the kind of person I am. I would not, especially that scene. And there's one other one that really bothered me. Like, I'm sorry, that's not redo that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Me being me, I wouldn't have let it go that way. I'd have been like, no, we need to edit that better.
I understand.
Look,
that.
I'd have been
I
like, look at
understand
that. Anybody can see it. That's plain as day. Like, and then the first blood splatter. I'm like, come on, man. That was a turkey baster. You could tell it was a turkey baster, dude.
That was a turkey
and then she gets up and turns around and goes back in the house and she's covered in blood. I'm like, how? She had blood right here, bro. She had blood right there. Now her whole kid is covered. Come on, man. This isn't Carrie. This isn't Carrie.
This is the I get it. I get it. Which
stuff like that. Now, keep the blood in the same place. If y'all went to lunch and had a ham sandwich and a cigarette, come back, say, let's review what we recorded. Review what we recorded, start where we left off, and continue on. It's like they didn't even do it. Like, all right, go to lunch, come back. All right, action. That shit.
But you have to throw this in.
Put in some effort. That's what.
That's what it is with these independent films. It's you try to do your effort, but it's what money you have,
and then time restraints.
Now, okay. If you want to say that, let's say I'm an editor coming up, and I want to be, noticed, or I want to be an editor. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to act. I want to edit. And I get this movie, and they say, put this movie together for us. Here's all our raw footage, blah, 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 whatever. Here's copies of it. Make it into a movie. There's no way in hell I would let scenes like that go. Here's
the thing, though. You're getting paid. You got to put this out. If you don't put this out, you don't get paid. So you're going to do whatever to edit.
Right, but if you put out garbage, nobody's going to come to you again either.
But if you...
No, but
not necessarily.
You could also look at it like this, too. Like, say, if you're the person you're doing everything. Like, you're recording, you're directing. You know what I mean? You're directing, you're producing, you're acting, and you're editing. Like, there's times, because, again, budget and stuff like... So it's like you have so many... A lot of times you have so many hats on. It's like, I can't do everything perfect. And just... Again,
I know beginner movies and indies got it rough, man. They don't have all the access and stuff that Hollywood movies do. I get that.
No,
I do.
Yeah. They usually have friends that do it. They go to low budget companies that will do it for like a couple, not that much. Because they have their own budget, what they need to do. And therefore, okay, we'll spend X amount of dollars on this, X amount on this, and so on. Once we get the movie made, okay, everyone's paid off. All right, let's see if we can spend the money to edit what we need to edit. Like I said, Aaron says, some people have multiple hats. The guy who's like the director will be like, I'm going to edit it myself just to save money.
Right.
I want the money. I want the movie out. I know this low budget distributor.
Okay, but so movies like this, I mean, I'm sure they advertise and they tell people the movie's coming out, and I'm sure there's some sort of deadline.
Not necessarily. A lot of these movies.
Good. I'm glad you said that because I don't see how, if you're an indie company making movies or B movies or whatever you want to say it, you put them out when they come out. You know what I mean? And so for that reason, I don't see why it couldn't have taken a little bit more time to clean up the editing a little bit.
Well, you got to think about it like this too. Again, it's where a lot of times with these, especially probably for a movie like this, these people are still working their 9 to 5s. probably have fam. So it's like you have to put
Oh yeah,
that.
I get it.
all
I
in-
get it. There's other stuff besides it
I-
because it's not paying the bills yet.
Yeah, so I do get where you're coming from and get where you're saying, because like as a viewer, we point it out, but I mean this is what we do for the. It's just watching movies. But I know we pointed it out to where like, because I'll say this, like when me and Mick, like if I'm discussing movies with Mick, he'll watch it from like he's worked on film, so he'll watch it from that point of view, and I'll watch it from a fan's point of view.
Right.
And like when he's but I do get what you're saying. Like when you watch it from a fan's point of view and you can point out certain things, it's like that is a problem. Which I agree. But I'm just shooting him bail as far as that goes. But I agree that like that needs to be like, come on.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't expecting,
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, big Hollywood and all that. I wasn't expecting.
Are you guys Star Wars? Do you guys like Star Wars movies?
Yeah.
Funny you say that, Matt, because tomorrow night, 9:00 Eastern time, pull up your spaceships to Popcorn and Pints over on our YouTube channel because we are reviewing Star Wars versus Star Trek. First Contact versus, you guessed it. You guessed it.
I didn't say anything.
Hang on, I can't think of it. It's Star Trek, Star Wars.
You forgot, dude. What the hell?
Dude.
I forgot which one it was. Return of the Jedi. Thank you. Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Well, anyway, the later films, not Rogue One, but you have The Force Awakens and those ones. The character Rey, the female main lead, her first movie, I actually have it on DVD, and it's a horrible horror movie called Scrawl. It's about a kid who develops a comic book, and whatever happens in the comic happens to people in real life. Sounds pretty cool and all.
Yeah.
But it's bad. But this was her first movie. And the budget and everything. Scrawl? I'll show it to you. I'll go get it later and show you.
Okay.
And I found it at the dollar store. I was like, all right, I'll pick this up. It's got
the
Ray
dollar
in it.
store in the clearance bin in the dollar store.
$1.25 store for $1.25. I'm like, all right. So I'll pick this up. It's so low budget. Excuse me. They tried to do it, and they do when you put out a horror movie, you go into the festival circuit. You want to put in more festivals, more people see it, more chance the movie gets out there. This bombed in the festivals. They were trying to sell it. They couldn't get a distribution at all. And I said it's very low budget. It's just bad acting. But when you think about it, it's like, okay, this girl started off in this shit movie. Boom, now she's in Star Wars, and now she's the main character. It's insane how this goes. So that's the only reason why I had the movie is because she's in it. But again, these people who are indie, they do what they could be. They said, okay, I'll sell my movie for here. Boom. Yeah, that's it right there.
Really?
Yep.
That's another one. Why does the cover art look that good? And
because what they do is the
garbage.
cover art.
You know what I mean? They trick you. I don't appreciate that shit. If your movie sucks, put a shitty cover on it.
No, because that's what's going to sell. That's what sells the movies.
Yeah.
Like I say, you can't judge a book by its cover. There was a company called Wild Eye Releasing. They put out fantastic fucking cover arts. It's like, oh my god, this cover art looks fucking awesome. I want to buy it. You buy it. And all of a sudden, you're going
disappointed.
Oh god, this movie's awful. What the fuck? And they got me. But that happens to me all the time. But
even like Blood Rush, like I said earlier, that cover art I loved it, man.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, damn, that is crazy. And that's what made me want to watch it. Plus, I knew I know her. So I'm like, man, I was like, let me check it out. Because just the cover art alone. Even if I didn't know her, I would have watched this movie. Even if I didn't. But I did some research. I saw she was in that. It was horror. I'm like, bet, let me watch it. And
Nice.
I want my money back, bro.
He wants his money back. I like that.
You gotta call her up. Your movie fucking sucks.
I want my money back.
But real quick though, guys, I got a trailer for us to play. Shout out to the homie Peter Anthony. It's a teaser trailer for his film that they're working on. It's called Laugh, which
this looks cool
in the description, and I'm also going to pin it to the top of the chat. But let's go with this.
love demon movies.
As a child, my mother would warn us of Baba Yaga, a powerful demon who would possess and devour souls of men.
Rid yourself of your pain. Why burden your soul any further?
Peter Collymore is in the house tonight. Let's make some fucking noise.
He's dead! Collymore. Say it now! It's time. Give it to me! You are in good hands. Sooner or later, even a good man has to choose evil.
There was the laugh trailer.
Love that.
Yeah, it's the same guy who did
That looks
some of the Friday
awesome,
the
man.
13th fan films.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
Roseblood, and he was in Vengeance 1 and 2, actually.
And I actually, it's funny. The funny thing is with him is, I posted on Instagram my collection of fan films of Friday the 13th. He actually messaged me. He goes, you need to have this one. And I go, I don't have that one. He's like, if you send me the money, I'll send you the movie. I'm like, really? Okay. I have to figure out which one it is, but it was one of the
Roseblood.
Nope. Wasn't Roseblood. Nope. It was one that he did.
Yeah, he did Roseblood.
No.
That was his.
This is a different one. He did another Friday the 13th film. God damn it. I'll go get it. Hold on. Keep talking.
Curious. Yeah, I want to
Yes,
hear.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But that trailer was dope. I like that, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. That trailer was fucking...
Urgency. You're like, oh shit, what happened? You get a lot out of that. I like that trailer. That trailer was
Yeah,
good.
I'll be I'll have to drop the Indiegogo. Let me go find that really quick while Matt's doing that.
You need to add that to the list, bro. That looks good.
Oh, it's not out yet, but when it's out,
I'm saying when it comes out, when it comes out for sure.
Definitely back that one. But I always buy at least.
And I
two.
knew that dude looked familiar. I'm like, I know that guy. That wears the skeleton makeup. I know him. I've seen him before somewhere. I just don't know where.
I know the dude. I'm cool with the dude that was wearing that makeup. Peter Anthony, that's my guy. I've had him on here quite a few times. As a matter of fact,
nice, man. That's what's up. Cool.
I got to get him on because he likes these type of bad movies too that we're reviewing, like what we're talking about tonight. I got to get him on for one of those episodes and have him talk about some of his shit because he's dope. Cool ass dude.
Cool.
But that laugh trailer though, that shit just. I can't fucking wait. Like, I can't wait to see the movie. And I'm telling you right now, Peter, I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this or if you watch this later, because I'm gonna clip this for you. I'm gonna clip. Hold up, Matt, really quick. I'm gonna clip this for you. Oh, the Fall Camp Blood. Yeah, that was a good one too. I got that one too somewhere. But Peter, listen. I watched the teaser trailer. For you, I'll watch your teaser trailers. I'm not watching the trailers because you already know I don't do trailers because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want anything to be spoiled too much. That was a dope trailer. I want to say that. We all enjoyed the trailer. Love the trailer. You already know I'm gonna back the movie and get a couple Blu-rays. But we're gonna need you on here for some Sturdovision episodes to come review some movies with us and have some fun with us. We would love to have you on here because I know you love this cheesy shit we watch. And we're gonna review Laugh on here. You already know we're gonna review Laugh on here. And I'm saying it right now, I want the first interview. I'm saying it right now. Ball's in your court. But guys, I'm gonna pull up the wheel really quick so we can spin the wheel and see what we're reviewing next week, and then we can continue with the conversations, doing all that shit while the wheel's spinning and all that good stuff, and then we continue with Blood Rush, which again was just it was a movie, people. I'll say that. It was a movie. Movie's got a movie.
Stop. I'm still waiting to watch Society. This wheel hasn't landed on that yet.
We haven't spun it in a little bit either, but yeah, same here.
I have not seen that yet.
Oh, that
And from
movie's
y'all
so
reaction,
weird.
I really want to watch that movie. I won't, but I will. I'll wait.
Watch it land on Society.
Jeff, I'll tell you what. If it doesn't land on Society by your birthday, that's what we're watching. It's going to Blue Sunshine. This movie is so weird, but I loved it. Or is it going to House Shark? Yeah.
Oh, that's Blue Sunshine, brother.
Blue Sunshine.
Blue
What?
Sunshine.
And look
That's
at that. What is that?
I seen this movie. I reviewed this movie on the regular show, and someone on, I forgot who it was, but it was someone on like I want to say Twitch told us to watch this movie. It was like, it was a request or whatever, and we watched like that very next week, and I was just like, wow. I don't remember how I felt about it, but I remember it was just like, whew, it was out there. It was out there.
I'll give anything a shot, man. I'll give anything a shot.
I'm really, really excited to watch this movie again. I love that cover. Like, I want that cover like on a shirt. I love that fucking movie.
That would
Just
be a
the
dope
color.
shirt.
I got the old DVD.
It's weird. It's out there. It's one of them shits. But
yeah, nice.
Blue
That's what we're here for
next freaking week.
Nice.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control.
I just can't fight it.
I don't want to. No need to fight it. But
if you had to pick a character in this movie we just watched, Blood Rush, to act yourself, which one would it be?
Now, can it be like I'm the blonde chick? Can I be her but me?
It could be any character you want. Which character
just
would you?
Because like she.
And let me ask it a different way. Which character would you? And not anything against the actor, bad acting, and none of that. I'm not saying that. But which character would you be to make this movie a little better?
I can't say that because I've never acted. That's
it don't matter, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hold up. I'm lying. You were there for my my acting debut in kindergarten. I forgot what the play was, but I know
I'm not talking. Yeah, but I'm not talking about because you're not an actor and all that. It doesn't matter. You know how people are, oh man, if I was there, blah blah blah. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, I see.
I'm just saying the things that you recognize as a professional reviewer. If you like the kill scenes, the
honestly. So to make this question, so it's not like we're calling out the actor or the actresses. I'm not
trying to do that at all. I'm not saying that their acting's good or bad. I'm not saying that. But
what I'm saying though is for me, instead of saying which actor or actress would I pick, I feel like for the scenes for a lot of the scenes where you either had to look scared, sad, or like you're getting your ass whooped or whatever. I feel like that would be the scenes where I'd want to change, or I'd want to be like to show it in your face, like the emotion of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like show the emotion of it better. I feel that would be a lot like that. There would have helped the movie. I'm not saying it would have made it a good movie because the movie would still, better writing, all that stuff, of course. Yeah. But just like that's something that I point out and I looked for in a lot, especially of course in a higher budget movie or like I would say more of any type of movie, honestly, any type of horror movie. Like if someone looks scared, they should actually look scared.
Yeah,
I don't look scared. Like for me, I'd probably have to have flashbacks of my mother or your mother coming at me with the belt, and just think about that, or getting pulled over, or or I'm calling your father. That right there, you're just like that, where your heart's just like, oh shit, what can I do? I'm about to do the dishes. I'm about to wash Bob's car. You might do all kinds of stuff, and she still calls. Like, you know what? I should have just went to my friend's house like I said I was gonna get in trouble anyway.
I know, just go do what you're gonna get in trouble for. You're gonna get in trouble anyway.
But like
yeah, I wasn't saying that to point out actors being bad. I wasn't saying that.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying though. But but for more so for me, it would be like more so with, and that just goes across the board, but just like showing those emotions, because that does bring it to another level. That does take it to another level for me.
Yeah, that can make or break a scene or a movie or anything, man.
Yeah, to where it's like, holy shit, this person actually looks terrified in this scene, or looks sadness scene or happy or whatever. I mean, happy is probably the. I wouldn't even say happy is the easiest one to pull off, and the only reason I don't say that is because if you're someone that's not naturally happy, like they're not generally a happy person, it's kind of hard to pull out. You can do the fake cheesy smile, the goofy smiles, yes, but you know what I mean, like that emotion of happy. I guess any emotion would be hard to pull off. Shit. All right, never mind then. Or I was gonna say happy would be the easiest one, but then again, maybe not. I don't fucking know. Maybe in a sense. But what I'm getting at is when you could like see that emotion in the film, then you can kind of feel it as you're watching it instead of just screaming when you're scared or crying with no tears when you're crying and your face isn't red and you don't even look sad. You just, you know what I'm getting.
Like,
at.
what about the part where she tied up her friend because she turned already into a zombie contagion, whatever. So she's already infected, and she sees her eating that bowl of shit with the flies and whatever. She brings her outside and ties her hands behind her around that pole. But then she brings out. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm colorblind as hell, right? When she brings out those two bowls, one of which I believe was supposed to be blood. Do you remember what I'm talking about? It's kind of in the beginning. They're getting ready to take off. They're like, oh, what about so and so? She'll be like, oh, she'll be okay. She'll be all right. And they left her in the back of the house, I think, tied to that pole. The blonde girl, the one that she hit with the thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
So she gives her two bowls. One looks like blood. The other one to me looked like fucking filet mignon. I'm like, she cooked this bitch a steak. What is it?
It might have been raw meat.
Yeah, right. I'm thinking maybe it's supposed to be a liver or organ meat of some kind, but this shit looked like steak. It looked good. I'm like, damn, I would eat that. I don't have to be a zombie to eat that. Make it look disgusting. That shit didn't look disgusting. I was like, maybe it's because I'm colorblind. Maybe because I'm colorblind. Badly.
No, it's not even that. It was just
it had grill marks on it and everything. I'm like, did she make her a fucking steak? What is that shit?
It was raw meat, but it didn't look like nasty raw meat. You know what I mean?
It didn't look like it didn't repulse you. It didn't give you that. Oh shit. No. None of that. It looked like steak. I'd put that shit on a plate and eat it.
Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
cook it a little bit.
Give me my fucking money back.
Hot sauce, put that shit on everything.
Hot sauce, that's right. All that. Worcestershire sauce, A1, anything. I would have ate it. It looked good.
This guy, man. But holy shit.
Get honest, dude. I'm not. And you know what irritates me more is movies that got really good potential because the story behind this, if you look hard enough, you can see like an idea like this could really work. You know what I mean? And again, I know this isn't big Hollywood and all that. I get all that, but to me, a lot of things. To me, this is. Again, I'm not a pro in the movie industry and all that. I don't know each step a movie takes to get on screen. Having said that, it looks like somebody was lazy as shit when they did their part in this movie. Not the actors. The actors did their thing or whatever, but the editing could have saved 2 stars out of this movie. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Speaking of stars, ghetto superstars, that is what you are, Jeff. Let's dive into ratings. Matt, can you just mute that just because we're streaming?
Oh, I know I was playing out loud. My bad.
Oh, good.
That actually, I thought you were playing it. That actually fit what you did, man. That movie went in line with what you were saying. I thought that was you.
Nah, because YouTube likes to smack your wee wee when you do that.
Yeah, your wee wee, right? So, yeah, I want my money back. I don't know any other way to put it. I know what it is. I know what the movie is and all that. I get that. There was some funny parts, and I just, to me, this was one of my worst experiences.
I love that. I'm so happy for you.
You know what I mean? I just don't. Like I said, I go into every movie not expecting anything, and this one irritated me a little bit. I had an attitude when I got done watching this because it was funny. Some of it was funny, but at the end of it, I was just like, I wasted some time. You know what I mean?
All right, so
I don't know what else to say. I'm not trying to be overly mean. I'm not trying to be any of that.
No, but this
I legit like I had.
What's your rating on it?
I was hoping this was better than it was. I really was.
What's your number rating though? Like so all right, okay. The way your cousin, your crazy cousin does it is I go from, because of Blood Lake, from a -10 to a +10.
Right.
Everybody else does from 0 to 10. I add negatives because I'm like, listen, there's just some shit.
You deserve a negative, right?
Exactly. So what would be your rating for this film?
all right, if I go with your rating system, I
Yes.
wouldn't give it negative. I'll say that, but
Ooh.
and the reason why I wouldn't is not because I went to school with with one of the actresses in there. It's not has nothing to do with that. To me, like when I watch a movie, I watch all of it. So I try to be like, Dad, what were they trying to do? What were they trying to get across? What were they trying to say or whatever you want to call it?
Mhm.
And the idea behind this movie, I like it. I like epidemic movies. I like zombie movies. I like contagion movies. I like COVID movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff where there's infection and shit like that. I like that kind of movie. So having said that this movie, like I said, I wanted it to be better than it was. I really did, but I was thoroughly disappointed. If I had to go on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 2. I wouldn't go negative. I'd give it like a 2.
So okay, you know what?
Because there were some parts, like I said, some parts that made me laugh. Some parts that were like, what the hell? You know what I mean? But there was nothing that intrigued me or made me want to keep watching it. I could have shut this movie off at any point and not been upset that I didn't see the end. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's saying a little bit. So
all right.
yeah.
Matt, what about you, man?
I give this one about a 3. I said it was funny. I laughed at some moments. It's very low budget, some bad special effects and everything. But again, as soon as I saw Brain Damage Films, I kind of knew what I was getting into, knowing that company. So I know I'm going to be getting something pretty bad. I guess it's something that you can get that little gem. But yeah, it went on. Oh, speaking of that, did you guys see the post-credit scene?
No.
There's a post-credit scene in this movie.
No, really?
Yep.
Jeff went potty, but what happened? Well, what happened with it?
You know the one during
Actually, hold on. I'll dive into my ratings, and then I'll wait. I'll dive into my ratings, and when we come back regular screen, you could tell it then.
Yep.
That way, because Jeff's back then.
Wait till we get Jeff back to see if he knows about this post
I
credit.
did not see that. I didn't realize. I usually watch for that, and I just didn't for this one. But for me, because this is, yes, we're on kind of. I'm under the horror with Sturdy show, but this is Sturd Vision, guys. So I gotta rate a little bit different on the Sturd Vision scale because of the type of movies we're doing. So it's still gonna be from a -10 to a +10. But this movie, I didn't hate. I didn't get angry at all. So I'm gonna give it a 1. I'm gonna give it a 1 because I laughed a lot.
Yeah,
and it wasn't it was just funny. There was just shit that I just found funny with this movie. So I'll give it a 1. Wasn't angry. I watched it. Will I watch it again? Nah.
Not for a long time.
Not for a long time. Not ever. Not ever. Because there's no necesito. No necesito. Unless we're doing a review on it again or something like that. Other than that, it's like, what's the point of me watching this shit again? This shit it wasn't that good. It had its funny parts, but there was nothing that would bring me back to like, oh shit, I should watch this. And with that said as well, it is a watch at your own risk for me. I'll never tell you not to watch a movie because you may like it, you may hate it. I still think you should, that's your own experience. That's your own experience. So, yeah. What about you, Matt? Would you wouldn't rewatch this, but would you have? Or you said you wouldn't rewatch it for a while, but would you have someone watch it?
God, probably not. That's like one of those one-time watches where you've seen it, it's like you know what to expect. You kind of don't want to sit through it again.
Yeah.
My bad, gentlemen.
All right, this is your movie. Did you see the post-credit scene?
Me?
That's yeah.
No.
So you didn't
as
know
soon as I saw the first credit, I was like,
Yep.
I'm not going to lie.
There's actually a post-credit scene.
I actually have to go back and watch that.
How will this?
I feel a little sad that I didn't get to see. I'll be honest, because I want to see all of it. I do.
Well, what I'll do is after we're done going live, I could just pull it up on Tubi and we could just watch. Go right.
Fast
forward. Copyright.
It's nothing. Okay. Oh my god, or something. It's just
I still want to see it though. I get what you're saying.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny that they have a post-credit scene on this movie.
That's
who would expect. You see what I'm saying? Who would expect that? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Shit. Oh man, I can't wait. Like what you were just saying though, Jeff. Which I did say earlier, and I mean that too. If we don't get to Society by the time your birthday comes up in
Yeah,
July,
I'll wait to watch it. I'll wait for the wheel. I
we
got no
will
problem waiting
we will
to it.
put it on there because we want to see that.
Yeah. From what everyone's saying, I gotta watch that movie. I wanna
Oh
watch
my,
Oh my
yo,
God.
it's one of those. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Well,
it's
okay, let me ask, is it Human Centipede weird? Do you see that movie?
No, it's not like Human Centipede.
I mean, is it that weird though? When you watch it, you're like, what the fuck? Like that?
it's weird.
No,
And
there's a
it's
lot
like
of what the fuck moments in this
Yeah.
a
movie.
whole lot.
And it has
As corny as Centipede was, I fucking love that movie. I don't know
the
why.
society is the
I swear to God, I'll watch it right now. I love that movie.
Damn,
Loved it. Yeah. It was
You're
you're
weird
the
as
first
shit.
person I've ever heard say that.
Yeah. I'm a weird
But
dude. I like that movie. Not
No,
for
if you
nothing.
love that movie, you're gonna really, because I didn't really care for that one too much. It was okay, but
Yeah.
Society, I fucking enjoyed that shit. So it was so
Yeah. Well,
fun.
it was the weirdness and the what the fuck. Like that's what I liked about
Yeah.
it was how odd and weird and misplaced the shit was. I liked it
I'm
because of
telling you,
that. You
man.
know what I mean?
I'm
So,
telling you,
yeah,
just
if societies
wait.
like that, I have a feeling I'm really gonna like that. So
It's
that's cool.
it's weird, but
Yeah.
it's better. I'll say it's the
All right.
weird body horror. I'll say that. That's where the similarities are. It's the weird body horror, but
Yeah.
it just goes in a weird, strange direction. That's all, because I don't want to give you any hints about
Yeah,
it.
no, I got
No,
you.
I
I got no. Yeah,
Fuck you going
don't.
Oh my
online.
God.
I want to see it from scratch. I want to see what. No, I'm not watching trailers, reviews, none of that.
Nothing.
I'm just
no,
gonna watch it. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do none of that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait, and I'll be honestly surprised by what I see. That's what I want. So we'll
It's
see.
definitely a very
We'll see
odd
what
body
happens.
horror with a mix of let's see. What the fuck's that director's name? Oh my God.
Which I got
Cronenberg.
Yeah.
It's a mix of Cronenberg
Ooh.
and a mix of probably Clive Barker mixed
Hmm.
together into a weird fucking twisted movie. This is what you're gonna get with a little hint of comedy into it.
Yeah,
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm anxious to watch that.
I know.
I'm anxious
I
to
know.
watch
I can't wait either. It's so tempting, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait as well.
Yeah.
And I'm go. So that movie Scroll, I just added that to our Sturdovision wheel because why the fuck not? It's on Tubi, so whenever it goes to it, it goes to it. I want to add a few more on there. Yeah. But shit. Whoever's watching, by the way, everybody out there watching us, we appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Say hi in the
Yes,
comments.
thank you.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. But we greatly appreciate it. But I think we're gonna wrap this one up though. But next week, come back, and we are reviewing Blue Sunshine, which I am. Oh my god, yo. I don't even remember the movie. That's the fucking funny part. That's the funny and messed up part. I don't remember the movie. But just from the cover alone, I'm just like, yo, I cannot look at that. I know you're colorblind, Jeff, but it's the design. You could see the designs at least. The designs look dope.
Yeah.
Like if it's black and white,
Yeah,
it's
it
still
does.
gonna
It's a
look,
cool looking cover. I like that. I like the cover.
it's freaking dope. It goes into the eyeballs
Yeah.
and everything. Like
What
the
is it?
movie was
Blue,
just
blue and red, or blue and orange? What is it?
Blue and red.
It's red. Yeah.
yeah, blue and
red swirls.
That's why I'm not adjusting anyone's color TV at any time in my life. I just leave the shit alone. I can't.
I'd be so mad.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like, whenever I buy a television or something new, computer to monitor, whatever, I adjust the color. I'm like, yeah, that looks good. And people come over and they're like, what the
hell?
fuck? Why are the people on your TV orange and green and shit? What do you? I'm like, to me, they
I'm
look
colorblind,
normal.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like,
you
let me
knew
fix
this.
it. I let my friends fix it. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's
Does
all
it,
good.
so does it? So all right, serious question. Seeing it like how when your friends or whoever fixes it to where the way it should be.
To me, after they say it's correct, to me it looks fucked up.
So
To me, the people look the wrong color when the TV is correct. Like my TV now, I just got this TV like back in November. I didn't touch it. Whatever the factory color settings are, that's what it is because I fuck it up every time I touch it. So I just left it alone. You know what I mean? So I don't have the right to adjust color in any way because I'm colorblind as shit. So,
but it's your house, it's your TV. You should be adjusting it to where it's comfortable for you.
yeah, but I would like my guests to
You
feel
got
comfortable
kids,
as
though.
well.
You got kids.
I don't want them to
That's
turn on the TV and be like, "What the fuck is on this television?"
true.
You know what I mean? I just leave it alone. Because honestly, if I watching something and that's how it's supposed to be watched and the colors are correct. That's actually how I learn colors, because if I see something the way it's supposed to be compared to the way I see it, I can remember, okay, that shit is peach. That's white. That's blue. That's a shade of blue that I can see. I have trouble with red and brown. I got trouble with blue and purple. I got trouble with yellow and green. I'm all over the place, dude. It's crazy.
Certain
shit
shade?
I can't see. I don't see black and white. I see, color shade, color value. Like certain greens I can see, but it's like only a specific type of green. All the other greens look yellow.
And your last
Some
name
oranges,
is green. Ain't that some bull? Your last name is a
smack
color.
in the fucking face. It's like a smack in the face, bro.
Yo, your parents. Man.
Yeah. You know, they thought that shit was funny or something. I don't know.
Like one of these motherfuckers gonna be colorblind.
And you know what's funny? I found out when I was in 3rd grade, and we were coloring shit in, and I was coloring it all wrong.
That's why
color this blue, color this red, and I'm like, ooh, blue. You know, grab my blue, red, and the teacher come over, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm coloring, and she's like, no. She's like, I said this is blue. I'm like, it is blue. And then she was like, no. I said that's blue. And I picked up the crayon I was using. I'm like, blue. She was like, no, Jeff, purple. I'm like, what the? She's like, you need to go to the nurse. Dude, I started crying. It was like 3rd grade. I started crying. She was like, I think you're colorblind. I'm like, oh, what is colorblind? I thought I was going to lose my vision and shit. I didn't know.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
Well, you know,
they called my mom and she's laughing. They called my mother. Oh, he's real upset. And she's laughing. She's like, Jeff, it don't mean you're going to go blind. It means you can't see certain colors. That's it. So until I knew what it was, I was crying. I thought I was dead. Shit. Oh, yeah, it was great.
You know what's funny but fucked up about that is that is exactly what your mother would do.
Yeah. She was laughing and shit. Yo, I swear to God, she was like, "It's not. That doesn't mean you're going blind." I wanted to go home. She's like, "No, you're not going home. You're going back to class."
Yo, hold on. Let's talk about that.
I was damaged from that experience. It was anyone that's colorblind will understand. I got y'all.
Well, shout out to you.
I'll be our voice.
Yes, we need. Hey. Listen, I can say I know something.
Maybe that's why the bowl that this lady put out for her friend looked like filet mignon, because I can't see that shit, man.
Yeah. It was supposed to be raw meat, so you wanted them to cook it first, put some seasoning on it, and then
it looked like there was grill marks. I saw a steak. I'm gonna stand on that. I saw a steak.
It wasn't steak.
It is.
It wasn't steak.
But I'm gonna go with that. It was a color, which is why I couldn't see it. So to the rest of everyone that saw it correctly,
it was like a reddish pinkish color, and you know.
Nah.
But people, we are going.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's perfectly fine. That's fine. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We'll be reviewing Blue Sunshine.
Yeah, I want to watch
check out you and your horror movies. Follow Horror with Sturd. You know all that good stuff. Check out Popcorn and Pints. Check out the Z Network, guys. We got some dope content over there. Check out the Scene Snobs as well. Yeah. But we're gonna get out of here. You guys have a great night. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. And keep being weird. Be proud and be weird.
Be strange.
You.
Be strange.
Yeah.
You only live once.
Enjoy it.